Okay, we are back for season 2 of the Andy Choi Show. This year, you will see more of Tim. I don't mean that literally, so keep your clothes on. This time, we will also see more of Lola and Tiara, clothing optional. Okay, we're getting ready to start, but first I would also like to thank my friends who have been watching the show and continue to speak to me. So, keep up the good work. Okay, tonight's show is about urban legends.
Oh, good.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to talk about me tonight.
She is the suburban legend. Okay, and he's just a legend. Okay,
Just legendary.
but I have compiled some good ones. Now, some of these are true, some of these are false, some of these are in between. So I have put together my panel of experts, and I will run them by them, and they will help determine their opinion of whether these are true stories or not. Now, why these guys are experts on urban legends, I have no idea. But I needed somebody to drink with, and they were available. So,
Yay.
okay, we are going to first introduce my panel of experts. In this corner, wearing the blue trunks, we have a man of many talents, some of which we will discuss now, some after the children go to sleep. But the legendary and one of my 3 favorite guests tonight, Mr. Tim Moss.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
On my other left, the always lovely and equally frightening Lola Bastinado,
That's an intro for you. Thank you.
who is, just so you know, she will be a guest, not a guest, a judge
Yes.
in my Halloween party
That's gonna be
this
so much
year,
fun.
costume contest on
was so much
Friday,
fun last year.
October 27th. You want more info? AndyFChoi@AOL.com or my Facebook events page, Andy Choi's Tasting NYC.com. Lola will check out your costume, so if you want her to look you over, come on down.
She will check you out.
Okay. She may approve, she may scowl, whichever, I don't know what's your thing, but okay. And on the far end,
Whoop! Hey.
Hey.
we have retired New York City escort. I'm finally getting that right.
Yes.
Tiara.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I heard another escort had been being interviewed, and I heard her use the retired. I was like,
How dare she?
either that or almost trendsetter.
Do you want to get that? Do you want to get that trademarked or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No. I just like.
Like,
being a
let's get ready to
trendsetter.
rumble. Well, it's kind of the
Yeah.
same thing.
I'm just
actually.
like, great. I'm spreading the word.
Now,
Not herpes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Allegedly.
you are a retired escort. What kind of pension plan do you guys have?
Sugar daddies?
Okay. So it's not really.
I wasn't really smart with my money.
Good one. Okay. Now, these legends come from all over the world. Every state, every country. For example, Tim, you are from Indiana, is that
Yes.
correct? Well, are you familiar with the legend of the Crosley Monster?
No.
Very well known in Indiana to
Not
people
that
other
well
than
known.
Tim. This is
I
a
hadn't heard it.
7-foot, big, hairy guy with glowing eyes and yellow teeth.
I went
Sounds
to
like
school
my
with
ex.
Are
him.
you interested in meeting this guy, Tim?
Yeah,
Because you are
possibly.
single.
Yes, that's true.
Crosley guy. Call
Crosley
Tim.
guy.
$2.99 a minute. Oh, as often as you like. I don't know what you're into, but Tim seems flexible.
Okay, wait. So Crosley's hairy, yellow
He's
teeth,
7 feet tall.
7 feet
if you like
tall.
tall guys.
hairy,
Hairy.
with yellow teeth
So what
And
is
glowing
his-
eyes.
and
Okay,
glowing
but what's
eyes.
his-
So
what's
how
his
is he
stick-
really different than anybody else?
In Indiana. That's right.
Indiana.
Well, there have been many reports of sightings of this
Does
guy,
he play
including, I
basketball?
think,
Does he like live in the woods or something? Or?
there were so many sightings that it got examined in a local newspaper. I think that might have been Tim's personal set.
All right, but what does he do?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just hanging out. I mean, you see a lot of big 7-foot, hairy, glowing, yellow-toothed guys
Glowing
in the neighborhood.
eyes? Well, you
The
know, those
little
weird
ones.
tattoos
I mean,
that
does
you can
he-
get now.
That's true.
Is he scary? Does he
Like, does he
eat
jump out and
people?
go, "Ah."
Does he?
The good thing is he's got teeth. I mean, how much more do you want?
So sharp teeth.
So what is he?
a bear?
Not Chupacabra. What's his name?
Chupacabra?
What's his
Chupacabra.
name? Not Chupacabra.
Oh no, the Crosley Monster.
Crosley
We're like,
Monster.
Chupacabra. Who's the Chupacabra?
And if you're interested in this guy, we are seen all over the world on our YouTube channel, The Andy Troy Show. Subscribe. So, if you're interested in meeting Yeti or Sasquatch or any of those guys.
Sure. At this point, I'll take anybody.
Anybody, he's like the civil service. He takes anybody. So,
Hell,
contact
he's
him.
considering going back to being hetero.
Yes, this close.
Yes. Except there may be a 7-foot big hairy woman there somewhere too. So who knows? Okay.
So that's our first urban legend.
That is our, yeah. That was just special for you because you're
Oh, that's sweet.
an Indiana
So did
guy.
this hairy big old monster like steal beer? Did he attack people?
No, that's everyone else in Indiana.
Or did
he
he
show
just
up
like
with one
come
red
out and go
balloon?
Gah! And then go away?
And then disappear.
No.
Yeah.
That was me on my trip to Indiana, actually.
Did
I
he come
was
out of
there.
a spaceship and get you?
Yeah. No, that's all I know about the Crosley guy, unfortunately. We need more research.
Then
but
he's not much
I have
different
more
than others.
information on these other stories. That was kind of
Okay.
a teaser.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay, this is a good one. Woman is from Texas, middle-aged woman, never really been out of the area where she lived, never really been around black people. So she goes on vacation to a fancy hotel.
To Jamaica?
I never made it. I never made a no.
Well, he made the point of never been around black people, so I'm like,
In, you know, some part of Texas, it's kind of white bread. So she goes to the hotel. She's getting ready to go up to her room, and 3 young black guys are behind her.
Okay.
Now, she's a little nervous because, like I said, she's had kind of a homogeneous society, not the other type of homo, but homogeneous
The other
society. So she a little nervous, but she figured I got to go up to my room, right? So she gets in the elevator, lets them in first so that she's by the door for a quick getaway. She turns her back to them so they don't see how scared she is. And she's nervous, she's sweating bullets. And all of a sudden she hears one of the guys say, "Hit the floor, lady." She dives on the ground, scared out of her mind. Then she hears him laughing. I said, "No, hit the floor. What floor do you want?"
that sounds like an old joke.
So she gets up, really nervous and embarrassed, and she gets off. And she has a nice week on vacation. When it's time to leave, she goes to pay her bill, and it's paid for. And there's a note that says, "Thanks for the laugh, signed Eddie Murphy."
Oh, that's funny.
You know what? That sounded familiar.
I think, yes, I
had
had
something
heard that.
like that.
Yeah, I've heard about
Okay, so
That's
true,
hysterical.
false, what do we think?
Oh, true.
If
Because
you
I
heard
heard
it-
that before.
Yeah, that might be true.
Like maybe he said that or in one of his shows or something. Like I heard that before.
Well, did this story really happen is the question.
Yes, I say
He
yes.
says yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So-
I think so.
Oh, hell, why not?
No! This story has been told everywhere.
But
It
it's such a
happened in
great
Vegas.
story.
It happened in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
It was Eddie Murphy. It was Michael Jordan. It was Richard
Oh,
Pryor.
that's
why I've
right.
heard it a
the
million
way
times.
I
Okay.
first came to know of this story, this freaking prick, this guy I knew comes to New York to visit my cousin, his cousin, who was my friend, and tells us this story that this happened to the mother of his secretary. Made the whole thing just an urban legend. But that's the way they are. It always happens to somebody that you know.
Yeah, right.
That would have been
Well,
a
that
nice, it would have been nice to have somebody pay your bill. Your
Yeah.
hotel
Yeah.
bill, yeah, for sure.
See,
That's what
that should
makes
have
it
tipped
11.
us off. You don't pay somebody else's hotel bill.
Yeah, right? Yeah, why the hell would you do that? Just be like, hey, that was funny, lady.
Those homogenous people, those other
Right.
homos, they give us a bad name.
Right.
We're sticking with the hotel theme for now.
Okay.
Kansas City, Missouri. Not too far from Indiana, I guess. I have no sense of
Spitting
geography, but
distance.
it's over that way. Okay. Guy checks into a hotel in Kansas City, and he notices a really nasty smell.
Okay.
Dead body under the mattress.
She
Dead
goes,
hooker in the closet.
so he calls down. He calls
Scat.
down to the office. She just snorted, by the way, which is perfectly acceptable language on this show. That's how we communicate. So she goes down. The guy calls down to the hotel and he reports this, and he sounds like a nut. So they just kind of blow him off. But after he keeps bothering them, they eventually send housekeeping up, who discover a dead body under the bed.
It's this close. You're supposed to hide it underneath the mattress. That
you've
way
been-
people don't
have
find
you
it
been
right
under-
away.
Have you been underneath the mattress more than you've been underneath the bed, Tara?
As a kid.
Okay.
Hide and seek.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, how long had it been there if it was smelling?
Well, it gets smelly pretty fast, I think.
I don't think that's
Like 12 hours or something, I think.
Yeah.
Ew.
No, I would think that's true. Yeah.
I would think it's probably
that's
true,
true.
too.
Do you know,
I don't
that
think it's a
probably
true
is
story.
true like a million times over. Finding a dead body in a hotel underneath the bed.
Under the bed.
Could
Yeah.
be.
In the
It could be,
closet,
but I
under the
don't think it's
mattress.
true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In the shower.
All right.
But under the bed, okay.
True story.
See, I was wrong.
Many times over.
Yes.
This has happened in
Hell
Kansas
yeah.
City. It's
Hell
happened
yeah.
in Florida. It's happened in California.
What are these people
It's happened
doing
in
under
Vegas.
the bed?
What the hell is housekeeping doing? That's what I want to know.
Changing the sheets.
Like
They're
they don't
not
look
even-
under the bed. I look under the bed before I leave. Make sure I didn't like knock a
Right.
cell phone or something under there.
So if you guys go on vacation,
find a
bring
hand.
air
Oh,
freshener.
excuse me. A
Hell
dead
yeah.
guy.
And be careful of bed bugs, too.
Anything weird ever happened to you guys in a hotel room? Well, you.
Well. Attention goes to Tara.
Okay.
No dead
No
bodies,
dead bodies,
thank
though,
God.
no? Okay.
No dead bodies.
You
thank
never
God.
killed anybody in the course of your profession?
No, not yet.
What about smells?
I
Yeah.
smelled a dead body before.
I would see you killing someone unintentionally, Lola intentionally.
What, I
I
would
could
kill
see you
somebody?
knocking somebody
No, she's
off.
probably more controlled than I am. I get pissed.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's over.
Yeah.
I just spilled wine on me.
okay.
Choke them with my thighs.
Wow. I'm scared.
I have this whole visual going
Yeah.
on in my head right now.
Feel free to share with the studio audience.
Oh man, there's so many ways that you can kill a guy with your legs. It's great,
Really?
especially during
Give us
sex.
your
And then you
Give
can
us
just
your
snap
top
their neck
three.
like,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
See, with
squeezing,
heels.
twisting,
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Putting a high heel through his
or
eye.
His
heels.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, like, when I was an escort, I would always try to stay in some sort of position to where I could kill him quickly if he tried to hurt me.
Needed to.
Yeah. I would say, like, I would have my hands really, I would have my hands, like, just, playing around over here, like, really quick to go to the balls and the nails up the ass or something,
Yeah.
like,
How
or.
long are
To
your
give you
nails?
enough. Honey, I
Tim,
know that survival mode.
Yeah.
Because
You
you don't
always
know
try
who
to-
these
I-
people
yeah, you
are.
always
I think
try
you
to,
can tell
stay in one
us that
position.
it would take a lot more than a nail to kill you that way.
Well,
No,
no, but
it's
it'll
the
get
sense
you
of
enough
being-
space to get the
'Cause you
fuck
would
to
be
get out of
It's
there.
all
Go.
about getting the fuck
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about getting the fuck out. So you make him scream really like a baby
Yeah,
girl, and
just
then
to
you
give
run
you
out.
enough
Yeah,
space
yeah.
to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
To get
all
out.
guys are sensitive down there, man. Especially with the nail. Hell yeah.
So you've nailed.
Squeezing a
Have you
nail.
nailed any
Nailed.
guys?
No, thank God. No.
Tim, have you been nailed by anyone?
No, not really
No.
that I can think of. No.
Okay.
Well, I have
recently.
had. Yeah, I have had. Yeah, nails. Yeah,
Oh, good.
in the butt. That doesn't feel good.
No. Don't try this
That
at
just
home.
made me clench. Like,
Yeah, me too. I think we all went.
Oh, no. Not good. Moving on. Okay. We all know the legendary rock band U2
yes.
and Bono, a very socially conscious fellow. Well, U2 is on stage doing a show. They do a song, get a huge round of applause. Bono lifts his hands to silence the crowd. Slowly and rhythmically, he begins clapping. He then says, "Every time I clap my hands, a child dies of hunger." So someone yells from the audience, "Stop clapping your hands, you moron!"
That's what I would say.
That's very Lola.
That's a
So,
good joke.
true, false, or in between? What do you think?
I could see that. Yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would see him doing that. I don't
Yeah.
know the person from the audience, but
Yeah, I could hear some smart.
well, it
ass
depends on,
saying it.
Judging me and my personal behaviors, yes, it's very
Yeah,
possible
Lola
it could
was
be
at the
true.
concert.
This is not true.
I'm batting zero
But it is
tonight.
a kind of
Damn.
an adaptation of what really happened, which is how these things frequently are. They get
Right.
stuck. There was apparently a commercial done with celebrities rhythmically snapping their fingers and saying every 3 seconds a child dies of hunger or something. So, and he was in it, I think. So they adapted that for comedic purposes
don't
I
snap
to
your
this
finger, you
story.
idiot.
Well, it didn't like what's Ozzy Osbourne biting the bat's head off? Wasn't
Yeah,
that like
is that true or false?
I don't
He
know.
did. He did.
did.
Oh, he
bite a
actually
head off.
did.
He thought it was
I
a
heard
rubber
it was
bat.
Alice Cooper.
Someone
Okay.
threw it on stage. He thought it was a rubber bat. He bit the head off, and he had to get rabies shots and stuff from one
God.
of
So was it Alice Cooper or... Because I heard it was
Alice
Alice
Cooper
Cooper.
had the snake.
Alice Cooper was the snake.
Yeah.
So what did he do with the snake? He
I
bit the head off a
don't
snake?
know.
No, he didn't do
huh?
any harm to
No.
the snake.
But he
did
there-
a show
yeah.
with the snake and then went to play golf with Johnny
Oh.
Carson.
No, I heard
And then
Alice
Kiss
Cooper
was
bit
the
the
one
bat.
that puked up the blood.
Yeah, I heard Alice Cooper bit the bat.
All right,
know.
well, I'm
All
going
right,
to go
so
out
it
of
was
order
Ozzy
because
Osbourne?
we're
Okay.
talking rock stars.
Rock. We're into rock music.
stars. And God rest Tom Petty.
Oh, Tom Petty is.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Where was this one? Okay. After collapsing at a concert, a rock star is rushed to the emergency room where doctors pump a pint of semen from his stomach.
I heard that.
Rod Stewart.
Were you and Rod involved in the story together? That's who I heard it
Rod
from,
Stewart.
actually,
Yeah.
too.
I wonder if you can die from an overload of semen.
I'd like to find out.
We are lining up test subjects
Yeah, a porn
for
star.
Tim's
porn person should do that
experimentation.
one day. Like swallow, like just blowjob after blowjob after blowjob, and see if they ever reach the point of vomiting, you know, or being rushed to the hospital before they vomit.
You have some interesting
Well, it was-
experiments
yeah.
you'd like to
Honey,
do.
come on! Are you
Yeah,
kidding
they're
me?
called blow bangs.
Who were you, like Joseph
Uh-huh,
Mengele?
yeah.
What kind
See?
of,
Bukkake,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, she knew that.
so what do you guys think?
But it
I think
helps
you
if
should
you
do
have.
pay-per-view.
Has this really
and you should do
happened?
an
Is this a
experiment.
true
But
story?
it also helps if you still have gag reflexes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You could choke to
Did this
death.
happen? Did he really have
Yeah.
Some
did
guy
he?
drank so much semen that he had to be rushed to the hospital. and
I
he was
don't
dying.
think
I'm
so.
sure
'cause
that
it's a protein,
probably-
and it's only like what?
I'm
tablespoon
sure,
or something.
knowing the gay community, that has happened before, but I don't know if it happened to a rock star or not.
I don't. Think,
would doubt it.
I don't think it's an emergency situation. I don't. A tablespoon at a time of protein and salt and sugar. Yeah, I don't think you need to go to the emergency room for that.
Lola.
I'm just gonna have to go along with them because everything I pick is wrong tonight.
You have no opinion on
I have
that.
no opinion. Yeah, sure.
Not true.
Yay! Stick with us.
Yes, I know.
That's an
I need
actual,
to up my semen
some
content.
actual information
You're
here.
asking us about semen? Seriously.
Semen overload.
I've tried, God knows.
Not on this show.
No stomach could hold that amount of semen, and to swallow that much would require continuous blowjobs for about 3 days. Have you tried that? Tom?
A challenge.
I accept this challenge.
Have
I'm
you,
gonna like
have
pour
you done
condoms
that?
over my head
And
like
have
a
you
ALS
felt
challenge.
queasy? Have you
That
ever?
would make a great porn video. The challenge of
Well, they have the
semen.
gangbang ones. So.
Damn it! Give me a porn.
Have
crew.
you
I
ever
need to
felt
make this
queasy,
shit.
Tim?
Queasy?
Afterwards.
No, not really.
I would get ill. I think it's a little.
I mean, I've had it, where you
Talk
choke
about an
on
iron.
it.
Talk about an
all
iron
this.
stomach. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a salty person, anyways. And it smells too much like.
Oh, haven't
Clorox.
drink pineapple juice beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah, then
Oh,
it's sweeter.
that tastes so
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
And mangoes and banana.
Yes, yes.
this could be a
Make it
self-help
sweet-smelling.
book for you to write. Tim.
Yes. How to swallow tasty semen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it tasty. Job
Make
one.
it tasty.
Okay. Moving on. College girl. Not you.
Is there semen involved?
Not you.
Probably.
Well,
Semen and
Probably.
We're talking about, again,
College
a college
girl.
girl.
Okay, I get it.
beer. Keg.
College girl. She's kind of a wild one, likes to go out, have a good time.
Definitely
You're a wild
Her
semen.
roommate is more the stay-at-home, study, go to bed early type. So she comes home. She's going to go stay with her boyfriend.
Oh, I think I know this one.
But she goes to get her school books because she does study occasionally, right? She's got to get that average up to a D. So she doesn't
Okay.
want to wake up her roommate because she is a thoughtful party girl. So she comes in there stumbling around, banging into stuff, getting her stuff together, without turning the lights on, leaves. The next day she comes home and you got that nice yellow police tape that we all love outside the door. And the cops are waiting for her and usher her in and show her that her roommate has been murdered. And written on the wall in blood is, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light?"
No fucking way. No, that's not
scary.
true. Because if somebody murders somebody,
that
they're
is
going to
a
murder
typical
whoever
urban
else comes
legend.
in.
The guy
Yeah.
was still in the room.
No way. No way. He didn't murder her? Then it had to have been a personal murder.
Is it true?
It is false.
Okay,
Good.
thank you.
Good thing I stuck with you guys on
Yeah.
that.
But it would make a good movie.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
It's
It
very
did.
similar
Yeah,
to...
that's what it was
What were
called.
the
Urban
students that
Legends.
were
The
in
movie was called
Italy?
Urban Legends.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Amanda Nash.
Yes.
I was like, maybe that happened to her. Was that the urban legend? She came in and she didn't know her roommate was dead, and then she came back out, and that's why they arrested
Yeah, there's
her.
a movie called Urban Legends that had that in there. Had that story in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bet I get the next one too.
See, no, this is why I knew it was false. Number one, if you're going to kill just some random girl in a college dorm, and another random girl comes in, you're going to kill her, just like Ted Bundy did with all those nurses and shit, right? And then, but if he didn't kill her, then it would have had to have been a personal killing, like he killed his own girlfriend and then was hiding and waiting to escape. That's how I knew it was bullshit.
Well, that would be a possibility, though, wouldn't it?
Huh?
That would be a possibility, though, wouldn't it?
It could be, but he wouldn't do the writing in the wall. He would have
it
just
would've taken time
escaped.
to do
Yeah.
There's so much
Talk
work.
about reading the writing on the wall,
right.
huh?
To write
No,
it.
he wouldn't have done the writing in the wall. He would have ran
Do you know how much energy
away.
it takes to murder somebody, and then you're gonna
Tell
play
us.
in the blood?
Tell us, Lola.
I'm just saying, like, I know for myself,
exactly how
walking up 3 flights of stairs, I'm a little winded trying to choke somebody out and kill them.
exactly,
Might exert
yeah.
some energy.
Yeah.
I don't want to do finger paint when I'm done. I want
Right.
to get the hell
I
out.
want to get the hell out.
Get him, go home, take a
Yeah.
shower, go to bed.
Burn my clothes, you know, the normal
Smoke
stuff.
a little
You might
pot
not be.
and go to bed.
You might not be this type of psychotic.
True. But speaking for all the psychotics out there, I'm just saying.
Tim, you like attention. If you murdered a guy, would you leave evidence behind? Would you leave his behind? Whatever.
I can't murder anybody because I'm really bad at that. I would leave a trail of
How do
evidence.
you know you're bad at it? Yeah.
Like, how did that
How
happen?
does he know?
Yeah.
That's what's said by someone who just got out of prison.
No,
I'm really bad.
I'm so bad at, you could never get away with shit because I would lie or something, and I would always get caught. So I'm really bad with hiding evidence and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
if
Me
it's
too.
spur of the moment, you're going to get caught. But if you can plan it, then you can get away with it.
Premeditated.
Yeah.
I would say I would have to watch years of
How to...
what is it, Discovery ID, and those murder
What was that
shows.
show, The
You should
Making
see
of a
my book
Murder?
collection.
Yeah. Getting away with murder.
Yeah, that's what
right?
it's called.
those things.
But like that spur of the moment murder where those guys killed that other guy and just stabbed, because somebody went cocaine crazy or something and they stabbed him. It's going through the courts now. And they tried to say that, oh, it was this guy, and the other guy's like, no, it's this guy, and they tried to drag his body out, and they chopped it all up and buried it somewhere and burned it. They still got caught.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Again.
But it was because it was the spur of the moment. And so there's cameras, there's doormen that were like,
there's
yeah, no,
cameras
3 guys
everywhere
came in
now.
and 2 guys came out. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they tried
Yeah.
so hard to cover it up.
So you're not the spur of the moment guy, you're more the sperm of the moment
The
guy.
sperm of the moment guy, yes. Take me to
Yeah.
the hospital, pump my
No,
stomach.
you have to
Yeah.
premeditate to get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have
So
to know
I've
where
heard.
to dump the body.
Or have a wood chipper.
Yeah. Is that your buddy there in the wood chipper? I love that Fargo movie. Is that your buddy there in the wood chipper?
This is going to become a how-to.
Every time we're together, we have these how to murder talks.
Oh, yeah, I should be a mystery writer. I love coming up with scenarios and oh, that's a good place to dump a
Well,
body.
you're always so practical. You're generally the one who sits there and goes, how would I get away with
Yeah,
it?
she is very logical.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this
Oh,
plus this
oh,
equals
don't cross
that.
Fuck it, it's too much work.
Yeah.
Nah, don't cross me, man.
Lola
Somebody
wants
do it for me.
Lola wants a quick, easy kill.
Yeah.
That's possible, too, with
Like the
premeditation.
noble lioness. Okay, well, guy goes on vacation, another guy. All these people are on vacation. See, I'm too busy working. That's why I'm still alive. Guy goes on vacation.
Telling you.
He's in the...
Sharks follow the cruise ships, just saying. No body, no crime. Just saying.
International waters.
No, see, that would be...
International waters.
This sounds like a good plan. So,
Private
guy's on
airplanes.
vacation, goes down to the hotel bar, gets picked up
Was
by
it
a
in
really
Jamaica?
hot girl.
One of these has to be in Jamaica.
Meets Tiara at the hotel bar. Can't believe his luck. Goes up to the hotel room
Just
with her.
some beautiful girl just wanted to have sex with him for no reason
Reason
whatsoever.
'Cause
She
she's
was
on
just
vacation.
lonely and horny, and
You're
it was
forgetting,
just good timing.
not everyone
Yeah.
charges Tiara.
Meanwhile, he's wearing a Rolex watch and he doesn't catch on.
Right.
That logical thinking right there.
That's a businesswoman right there.
As she pours another glass.
Come on, dude. Sometimes you're just stupid.
So they head up to his room, and she thinks, maybe I should make him a drink first. Mm-hmm. They have
Bill
a drink.
Cosby.
So last thing he remembers before he wakes up in a bathtub,
Without a
kidney.
locked
kidney.
with ice, missing a kidney, with a phone there and a note that you better call the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Has this happened to you, Tim? Lift up your
Well, well, it hasn't happened to me,
No.
but
I still have my kidneys.
Has this happened?
I would say it's probably based on something, but I don't think that has necessarily happened the way
this
it's
way, right.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
this
because
way.
I think when somebody takes a freaking organ from your torso, I mean, you just don't wake up and like, oh, there's a note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you're a little groggy, I'm assuming. You're like running into like, where am I? And
Well, I'm not saying he
disoriented.
woke up and gargled with some mouthwash and headed out to work. I mean, the guy had
No,
problems.
he
No.
woke up in a bathtub full of ice.
Right.
And,
In a lot of pain.
Yeah.
But see, also, I would think that if you're going to take the time to take somebody's kidneys out, you're going to take the liver, you're going to take the
Well,
eyeballs, you're going to take
then you're
everything else
killing,
that you
but
can
then you're
sell on the
killing.
black
Some people are not
market.
Well, this is
actually
it.
Yeah,
looking
and
That's
then
what
you're
it's
going to dump
for,
his
is
body
to-
somewhere or dissolve him in
Is to
acid.
sell on the
It's a
what is
regular
it, the
human
dark
chop
net
shop.
or something.
Yeah, you're not just going to
What
get
happened to the
20,000 for a
sharks?
kidney. You're going to get 20,000 for a liver.
If you're
You're
doing
going to
the
get,
job,
you know,
you may as
10,000
well.
for an eyeball. Right.
But see,
This is
then
what
it
I mean
goes-
about her and her analytical
Right.
nature.
But
She's got
see-
all the financial
Yeah.
aspects planned.
But then it also goes into murder then.
Yes.
So if you leave the person
Right.
alive,
Well, you're still going to get in trouble one way or another, and
If
only
you-
if
only
they
if you
find
get
you.
caught.
So if you dump or melt the body in acid, nobody knows.
Wood chipper.
Well, wood chipper, there's too much red DNA all over the place.
Incinerator.
he fell
Lola
in. He fell
has a
in.
discount at Lowe's. If anyone is
Go
interested,
to the rental department and see me.
mention her name. Special program.
Oh, that should be one of those red flags, right? You pull up to his house and he's got a
The
giant wood chipper. You're like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of
If
here.
you ever pull up to Lola's house and you see the wood chipper,
Because he lives in Williamsburg.
Yeah, he just has a random wood chipper out there.
Okay.
And no fireplace, nothing.
so what do you guys think? Is there
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
reality to this story?
I would say it's an urban legend because there should be more harvested, or it's a waste.
But I mean, I know there's a lot, or supposedly around the world that do need organs.
Yeah, it's
and,
like that
and that
movie.
it is a
Yeah.
A growth industry.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, sure.
So I mean, I can see that there would be demand for it, but
Right.
I don't know of anybody that's ever happened to.
I
So-
say no.
but it could be based on some form of reality. But I
Or
think
the
it's
I
movie.
say no. I say
There
no,
was-
not just kidneys.
So
no.
no-ish.
no-ish.
Tim is right. No-ish.
Oh.
It did not happen quite
Quite
the
that
way
way.
it was said. But in India,
I was going to say India.
Yeah, there's some
But I didn't
organs
want to be
over
like
India, yeah.
racist or something.
that wasn't racist. He did it to other Indians. In India, a guy is going up to itinerant workers and saying, hey, I got work for you, but it's physical work, so you got to take a physical exam first. He was getting them to come over, and then I've heard it.
Because I was thinking in India, that's where a lot of the underground organ.
Right.
And then in the physical
Movement is.
exam, they found a small problem which could be fixed. They told him, and
Okay.
under
So they
anesthesia,
that makes
convinced
more
them.
ipso facto, wakes up without a kidney.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's genius. That's good.
But
Yeah.
this did happen, supposedly.
I like that plan. That makes sense. Okay.
So, the bathtub thing, true-ish.
True-ish.
Okay, so did he wake up in the bathtub with ice or no?
No,
No, he was in an office.
no,
Yeah.
they just took him to India, put him in a hospital, took him out, and
Wasn't there a movie
There was a
where
movie
I don't
there.
think they have Obamacare there, so he was in trouble for aftercare.
There's
What do they have? New Delhi Care? Who's in charge there?
I'm not sure who's running.
Who's running the show?
Yeah, who's running India now?
But wasn't there a movie to where a bunch of rich people who had organ problems could submit their DNA to some company, and then they would find an exact match, and then
kidnap
kill,
the person.
or kill that person or something like that. I thought that was a movie or a Law and Order.
I saw a horror movie about the stealing of organs.
Yeah.
That was a movie. So,
Yeah.
That definitely.
And quite frankly, it's very surprising that don't happen more. I'm still convinced Cheney has a whole bunch of like 12-year-old boys in his basement, and then like every 4 years they harvest a heart and stick it in them. I'm convinced.
I could see
There is
him
no
doing that.
reason that man should still be alive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's harvesting little boy
This
hearts.
is not the opinion of the Andy Choi Show. We are
telling
apolitical.
you. I'm telling you.
Apolitical.
You go into his basement, there's going to be a whole bunch of little boys in cages.
I could see that.
Forward all lawsuits directly to Tara.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheney's boys.
I wouldn't be
I know,
surprised.
right?
Okay,
That's
put
going to
it
be the
this way.
lifetime special.
I wouldn't be surprised. And would you?
No.
That's my point.
I'm surprised at any children chained up in a basement, so I've led a sheltered
Cheney's
life.
house.
Not Jamie's house.
Okay. Woman goes for gas.
Okay.
We're not
I know
talking
this
Taco
one.
Bell.
I know
Okay.
this one.
Woman goes to a gas station to fill up.
With
Not
semen?
your type of filling up
Hey,
either.
with semen?
While she's at the pump, while she's getting pumped,
Okay.
a guy comes over to her and says, I know this guy, if you're ever interested in any painting work or home repairs, this guy's really good. Gives her his business card.
Okay.
Just randomly at a gas station, ask her if she needs her kitchen repainted?
Yeah, I got a friend, he's looking for work in town.
Oh, okay.
Kind of Midwestern
Handyman.
town,
Okay.
friendly folks,
Okay.
right?
That's still bizarre, though.
She gets in her car and starts driving away and notices him getting his car too and coming, sort of following her. And she right away starts smelling a bizarre odor and feeling very strange. And she realizes the odor is coming from the business card.
Oh,
And
shit.
she tries rolling down the window,
Chloroform.
and she's feeling really out of it, and they're following her. So she still has some of her wits about her, pulls up by one of her neighbor's houses and honks the horn a bunch of times, and the two guys following her drive off. And it takes her several minutes to start feeling normal again, and she realizes this odor is emanating from this
card.
business card.
Okay.
Wow.
What kind of odor is it?
Probably like chloroform or something.
I can believe that. That's a possibility.
That is, yeah.
That's a real possibility. It'd have to be a really
But I
strong
mean, did he have a
odor
mask
there.
on
I don't think
with
chloroform
rubber
would
gloves,
Yeah, like how
handing
did he
her the
hand it to her?
Yeah.
It's
But I don't think
dangerous.
chloroform would work. I don't think it's strong enough. Not
I think
from
you
a
gotta put it up
distance.
in your face
Well,
like this,
Yeah,
like in the
you have to
movies.
put it. Yeah, you have to put it on
After
your
this
face.
happens to her, she does some research and she hears about Burundanga, which I can barely pronounce, which is an actual substance which can immobilize you so you can be taken advantage of in various ways.
Cosby.
yeah, very Cosby.
So, as this happened, is this a true story?
I could see it
I-
possibly happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could too.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. Yeah, possibly. But it would have to be a real. I don't know the ingredient that would work, because usually most of them have to be close to your
How
face.
would he how
How
could
would he
he
pass
get,
it off?
give it to
Yeah.
her without,
Without
it
it
affecting
affecting-
Well, he
him?
might have had gloves on. That's not
Yeah.
wasn't in the story.
Well, that's not creepy. Hi, would you like a card?
Yeah.
Do you need your
Yeah, he's
kitchen
like,
painted, lady?
Do you
my
want,
condom
do you want a
man.
card?
I know, right?
Do you want a
Would-
card?
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah.
That's creepy in itself.
Well, how about that lady on Game of Thrones? She had something on her lips and then just kissed the other person and then took the shit off her lips.
It's very
Or drank the-
poison ivy.
Well,
Yeah.
look at the
From Batman.
KGB who did that thing with the tip of the umbrella with the poison in it.
Yeah,
Jab
or
you
the
there.
or the radiation in his soup.
Well, what happened to Kim Jong?
Oh,
Un?
yeah. The guy at the
when they went
airport,
in,
the
and they
uncle at the
smothered him,
airport.
and then they sprayed him with that thingy.
Right.
It's in
Yeah.
court right now. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's
but
true.
everything's supposed
His
to be like
family
that.
gatherings
yeah.
are kind of sparsely attended at points.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah. I would only say it's untrue because I don't know of an agent that's strong enough from a distance. Unless all of her windows were closed, which would have to be wintertime and she's using the heat. But if it's summertime, well, maybe the air conditioning. Okay. But I don't know any agent that's at a distance would work.
Right.
And not affect him as he's transferring it to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think it would have to, like, something like that, like chloroform and stuff has to be done pretty quickly.
Yeah, and close.
But I think I'm going to say that is a possibility.
It's a
I
possibility,
think
though.
I think
Hell
It's
it
a
yeah.
might
possibility, but I
Yeah.
So
Unless
you
it's a
two guys
topical, unless it's
are
a topical
voting no,
thing
and
too,
Tim
I
is
guess.
kind of on the fence,
Yeah.
teetering.
I'll go with the yes, that it's true.
Not true.
Oh.
Yay, I got one right! Finally!
There is a substance, Burundanga, which does immobilize. However, it has to either be ingested or
Or
breathed in
ingested,
directly.
Yeah.
You can't
like
get anything.
Most things have to be closer.
Just from touching a business card is not going to immobilize
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
So, Tim,
But radiation, it can kill you after a couple of hours if you touch something.
you can take your card back.
Oh, it didn't work. Damn it.
Although I am starting to feel a little strange. So watch those hands. Okay, so no Burundanga in this case, but it is a real substance. And it's,
Oh, so this Thoringongo, is that from India?
Probably
it
using
always
harvesting
seems-
organs.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
It just always seems that any kind of
Something's
weird
gotta be from
exotic
Jamaica.
herb that you've never heard of
Well,
is always from
I
India.
think it's called the devil's breath, by the way.
Devil's
From
breath.
India?
That sounds fancy.
Does that sound more appealing to you, Tim?
Devil's
Do you
breath.
remember
Devil's breath.
Sounds stinky.
Yeah.
It can
Sulfur.
be.
Sulfur.
Sulfur, yeah.
The smell of
ew.
sulfur is still permeating.
Okay. Now, we're still stuck in hotels.
That's where all the good stuff happens.
Has anything weird ever happened to you in a hotel, so to speak?
Yeah, no, not weird.
Not
Everything
weird?
is so normal most of the time.
Everything weird has been consensual with me.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make it not weird. Tim, any
Either
weird
that or
hotel
I'm so
stories?
jaded that nothing's weird.
I kind of had a ghost story one time.
Oh, shit. The front door.
Yeah.
Were you raped by a ghost like The Entity? Did you ever see
No,
that
didn't
movie?
even touch me, Pastor.
Did you ever see that movie? It's a
Did you like
fun
see
movie.
it or?
Yeah. It was really. It was
Entity
really
scared the
What?
shit out of
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a client once that told me that he has dreams to where he thinks he's being raped by entities and stuff, and he wakes up with scratches and
For
shit
the
all
devil's
over him.
breath,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, like some
Where's the
people.
card? Hide the card.
There are some people, they have these mega dreams, and I don't know if it's, is it a dream or is it actual some sort of weird other dimension?
I've had
shit.
a lot of sex in my life, never with maybe a demon or two, but no phantom ghost. No
Yeah.
phantom
Yeah, that
ghost.
would have to be some really
If you
horny
get,
ghosts.
Yeah.
if you get a chance,
You never
check out
know.
The Entity.
The Entity?
It's based on a true story. There's
Really?
a woman
That's
who
a
claimed
cool
to be
movie.
raped
Yeah.
I like that
repeatedly
movie.
by a ghost.
You know
Yeah,
what? The more
that's a cool movie.
science,
You gotta see it.
the
She's,
more
like, bouncing up
science
and down in the
discovers,
bed, and there's nothing
yeah.
there. It's really pretty wild.
the more dimensions and the more microscopic shit you don't. There's probably shit all around us that we just don't see. Like I don't
it's
cut
energy
anything
too,
out
yeah.
anymore because we don't know. There's other dimensions. There could be other small little critters. There could be some sort of gaseous thing that is alive. You don't know.
This woman is like she's not just like a horror movie. She's like Chiller Theater. She's got like a whole bunch of movies ready to come out of her.
Yeah, you don't know. Like anything's possible. They're discovering shit at the bottom of the ocean that they didn't think anything could possibly live.
That's because
And
they're
there's
not supposed to be
stuff.
on the bottom of the fucking
And they're
ocean.
glowing, and they're
I've seen
glowing. Why are they glowing at the bottom
Humanoids
of
from
the
the Deep,
ocean?
another good film.
Humanoids from the
about
Deep?
Yes.
sea monsters that rape women.
Really?
pretty graphic.
I might have
Yeah.
dated a couple of those
I'm
too.
so bored with. Can they come up with other shows besides rape women? Come on.
There's a couple
Come up
of
with
other
something
things.
else.
There
They
was
always
Deliverance.
rape and kill women.
There was Deliverance.
Yeah, and actually, I'm like, hats off to that. Finally, like, why are women always
Finally, it
fucking
was 40
victims?
years.
Squeal!
What-
Yeah, squeal like
what-
a pig.
what
Squeal like a
finally was
pig. How many
40
times have somebody said that to women?
How many times
Nice
has someone
that
said that
it
to
to a
you?
man. No, never to me.
Never to you?
Nah, I'd punch him in the fucking face. Squeal like a pig. You fucking squeal like a pig.
Oh, I have.
Okay. So guys, if you're dating,
Although I did have somebody tell me to bark like a dog, and I told him to fuck off. I was like, I'm not barking like a goddamn dog. What the hell?
hey, the customer. What happens to the customer's always right.
Yeah, he ain't tipping. He's a cheap ass motherfucker. You can tell. When they ask you to bark like a dog, they're cheap ass motherfuckers.
Don't toss your milk bone. Come on.
Come on. Yeah, that's why they wind up squeezed balls.
Or a fingernail up the ass.
You squeal like a pig.
My fingernails.
There's a disturbing amount of violence towards straight men on this show.
Only when they're that way
Keeping my
towards
pants
me.
on. Stay out of
we're
trouble.
gonna go on a cruise.
Yes, cruise.
I like sharks. So. Okay, we're back to this hotel that we've
Okay.
been talking about. Guy, businessman, goes on a business trip. This is not a vacation. This is work. Okay, this is serious stuff. But while he's away, he decides to call an escort service to have a young lady delivered to his hotel room.
So he can have a quick orgasm and go to sleep.
He explains
That's what you need when you're traveling.
He explains what he likes, and they say, we got a girl just for you. And so he spruces himself up, puts on some cologne, ready, he goes to the door, opens it. Who's there but his daughter?
Oh, that's fucked up, and it probably happened.
I can see that happening.
Yep, I can totally see
Out
that
of the
happening.
billions
I think you guys
of
all want this to
times-
be true.
No, the billions of times that men order women, yes. That has
And
to
you know
happen
what?
at least
I
once.
actually met a male escort.
Or his wife, or his aunt, or his sister.
I actually met a male escort who was sent on a date with his aunt, and he had no idea until he actually arrived that, oh my God, that's my aunt. And her husband had just passed away, so he was like,
She was moving on.
yeah, she was.
No, but that gives a whole new meaning to who's your daddy?
Or in Indiana, who's your dad?
Who's your daddy?
Okay, well,
Okay, so
true, false, or
is it
true?
incest if you order a prostitute, but she turns out to be your daughter?
Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah, it is.
But
You think it's that incest if you're paying for it? Come on.
No, but you didn't order your daughter.
Well, you
But you got her.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's totally
It's not
incest.
incest unless you actually
I was
do
just
it.
trying to
No.
think.
Yeah, if there's a way
Because I was
around.
thinking about the whole. Remember the other episode where it was the robbery and he didn't make any money, and I was like, is it robbery if you don't make any money?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Is
like
it incest if you ordered like a stranger but your daughter showed up?
I'm going
Now,
with
what
yes.
is the discipline of that? Like, it's kind of like, honey, you shouldn't be prostituting. Well, Dad,
Yeah,
you should be going to her.
yeah.
That's like being.
That's an awkward
That's,
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
I would totally
That's like
vomit.
being an Orthodox Jew out on Friday night and one of your neighbors sees you. They're not allowed to see you either, right? So it's the perfect crime.
Right.
Everyone just keeps it secret.
Yeah, right.
So what do you think? Yes, no, maybe? What?
Yeah, I think so.
The possibility, yes. Yes.
I would say the possibility of it happening, yes. However, with the story, he's out of town, so
Vegas.
yeah. If it's
New York.
his young
His
teenage
daughter doesn't
daughter.
have to live. No. Who says it's a teenager? What kind of?
Oh, I thought you said
what
it
kind
was
of
like a
story?
young,
No.
like
No,
a young
it's
girl.
he wants young girl, 20, 22, whatever.
He's a sick.
It's kind of gross though, because you said that he described a girl, and it happened. The girl was the
Well,
daughter.
He
He
probably
described
wants
his
someone like
daughter.
his wife. Or
So yeah, my incest theory is probably correct.
Yeah.
true story.
Oh,
In
okay.
2002, an Israeli businessman.
Oh, Israeli.
Israel?
Did he stone his daughter? Jesus.
She was probably already stoned. So, surprisingly enough, his wife divorced him.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
really?
think?
What?
So
You
the
would think they
daughter
would have both
ratted
kept
on
this to
him?
themselves.
Wait,
Yeah.
the daughter ratted on him?
You
They
wouldn't
didn't
think.
have.
Ma,
didn't-
you know what Daddy almost did to me when I
Yeah,
was
and he
little?
would have went, Ma, do you know what your daughter's
Yeah, but
doing?
you know,
Come
I
on.
would think that like
You don't rat
when
on
that
him.
happens, you would be like, all right, you shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
don't tell your mom.
Yeah,
And you
know
have
what
a
I
nice
mean?
conversation about sex and shit and what's going on. But
And
you
then
don't
be
rat
like,
on
see
him.
you later, Dad. Here's my girlfriend's number.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get 10% of the cut.
Yeah, yes,
Exactly.
yes.
You know,
Or
it's
get
funny that was your
$2,000
voice,
a
but I
month.
heard that
Yeah.
coming
Listen,
from Tara.
No, listen. If you're working as a prostitute, that means that you believe that men should have an orgasm and should be able to pay for sex. So why is it different if your father is ordering it? No, it shouldn't be different. You should still believe in that. So you shouldn't rat on to your mother.
I
You
like
should
her
be
thinking.
right.
That's true. That I understand.
Or
But
why
then
are
you
you
take
working
the-
as an escort? You shouldn't
then
be
you
in the
take the
business if you don't
emotional-
believe in
kind
it.
of a blow in more than one ways to the mother too, because she's like, wait, honey, you were ordering a prostitute. Wait, honey, you're a
Right,
prostitute.
exactly.
Wait, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be a little much
Yeah,
for the mother.
no.
Counseling.
No, you don't. You don't
Divorce.
rat on them or nothing. No, you just have a great conversation. You order the friend. You're like,
Yeah.
Dad, I have a friend for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you take a
Yeah,
10% cut.
Exactly.
And take about $2,000 a month for the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Extortion 101.
Yeah,
Sid.
you ask your dad for his credit card. Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And you go shopping.
No,
And
you
then to
just have
co-sign on
Dad
a new apartment
get
and a
another
car.
credit
Yeah.
card for you.
Or start paying your rent. So yeah. Mhm.
We're getting out of the hotels, but we're staying in college. We're back in college again.
Back in college. Okay.
There's always hotels
In
in college.
Hotels or dorms. Hotels or dorms.
Jamaica?
New York City.
Jamaica? Are we getting to Jamaica?
New York City.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Some students, they don't have a lot of money. They're trying to furnish their dorm room to look nice. And they're walking around and they see a carpet, nice looking carpet, rolled up at the curb. They say,
Is
"What
there
the
a body
hell?"
in it? Sorry.
There's
So
gonna
they,
be a body
they
in a
go
carpet.
take the carpet and they
Ooh, no.
walk back to their hotel room. They unroll it, and what do they find?
A body.
Dead body.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
You've done this
No.
before.
Yeah.
No.
No, I had a wood chipper.
Right. I forgot. You don't have to carry it as far.
Just read
yeah.
the Daily News for a couple of years. I know I've read at least 3 news stories in 20 years of a rolled up body and sanitation people finding rolled up bodies in carpets.
Honey,
Yeah.
New York City, that used to be
Yeah.
a weekly thing.
Yeah,
You would
don't
find
ever,
bodies
no,
everywhere in this town back
no.
in the 80s.
You unroll that
But
carpet
yes.
first before you
mu-
take it home.
You must have had a lot. You must
I
have
lived
had a
in
lively time in
Washington.
the
I lived in Washington Heights in
like
the 80s.
Just like the futon couch, right? You make sure the futon bed out, open it up, make sure there's no dead body in it or bed
Exactly.
bugs, and then you take it home. You don't just take the futon, the rolled up couch thing
When
home.
did you say this
Nuh-uh.
was?
The 80s.
And where did you say this was?
Washington Heights, my
In
neighborhood.
1984. 3 Columbia University students were walking around
Uptown.
Morningside Heights.
Oh my
Uptown.
God.
That's
You
what
were
I'm
right.
saying.
When they spotted
That
a
was my
carpet
neighborhood.
That was perfect for their dorm room.
No.
When they brought it back, they discovered that rolled up inside a
Okay,
fully
here's
written
the
body
thing.
of a guy.
And
who's
wouldn't
wearing
it be heavy?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it
you
would be
have
heavy.
a roll that, first of all, you start to pick it up, you don't be like, oh,
This
it's
is
like
kinda
500
heavy.
pounds.
Yeah, and
Let's
then
take it back to
and
the
then it's
dorm.
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a dead body's
What's
rigid.
that big lump in the middle there?
Yeah, and like limbs and shit sticking out.
Were
Come
these
on.
like 3 little tiny girls that have never ever moved themselves?
I think they're 3
ever?
stupid douchebags who pick up carpets off the street. That's what
Yeah.
That's rolled up with a great big lump in the middle.
You know what? Number 1, you should never take a carpet off the street in New York City. That's disgusting.
Bed bugs.
Bed bugs, pee-pee,
Yeah, you know
whatever.
what it is.
You
There's
just,
a reason they threw it out.
Yeah.
Although I
Yeah.
have to say, when I first got to New York, I did do some garbage refurnishing. And I actually brought home like 3 different sofa pieces and stuff with cloth and everything, and I never got bed bugs. I don't know. I was so fucking lucky. But there was never cockroaches or bed bugs or anything
lucky.
in the furniture. And it was like the cloth furniture, you know,
Yes.
where not like the leather where the bed bugs probably don't go. But
Yeah, you're
I am
very lucky.
so lucky. But my entire first apartment was garbage decorated.
I knew
It
a
was
guy.
dumpster diving.
Yeah.
I knew a guy like that. I was asking his friend if he was going to come out with us tonight, and he said, "No, it's garbage picking day."
Yeah. No, you find great stuff.
Because what?
You find
Goes
great
around every
stuff.
day.
You go to certain neighborhoods. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, go to, like,
nice.
the Upper East
yeah.
Side and-
I went into this guy's house, and his friend, the other guy I mentioned, it was his wedding day. And I went in there, and his son, the guy getting married, his fiance had a little son, and he had this cute little tiny tuxedo that he handed to me. And I was trying to put it down on a chair so it wouldn't scratch the guy's chair. And the guy who owned the house said to me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't want to scratch your chair." He said, "I found it in the garbage." I never heard that with such pride before.
Yeah.
This guy's whole house is furnished with garbage.
Yeah.
I actually went to this dinner party once, and this woman it was decorated beautifully. She had all these beautiful picture frames and everything. And I was like, oh, I really, I like the whole setup. She was like, Oh, I just shop behind Pottery Barn on Wednesdays because that's their garbage night. So she goes and she gets like the frames because like if they have like broken glass or whatever, they have to throw them away. Anything that's merely damaged, they put in the dumpster. So she was like, that's where she goes and gets her stuff.
Does she do her food shopping behind Dunkin'?
Those are
Donuts?
called freegans.
Freegans.
Freegans?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I have heard of
How
that.
much, it's amazing how much really good stuff gets thrown out.
In our society.
Food, furniture, yeah.
Bodies,
Bodies.
Carpets.
Bodies and
These
cans,
livers.
whatever.
the whole shebang.
Breast implants.
Perfectly good bodies tossed in the
Semen.
river.
Gallons and gallons.
What'd you
Because
say?
I didn't even know about Sperm Bank at one time, and when I realized in 1 year alone, I let thousands of dollars slip through my fingers.
I can't believe they pay that much.
Yeah. Tara's like, especially when I spit it out.
I know, right? That shit is like a dime a dozen.
Some jokes really suck. I gotta say.
Just go to any bar. You don't have to pay for that shit. I never understand why women pay for that shit.
What, pay for semen?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're not getting any and they just want to have a kid.
No, you just go out and you look around and see whoever has the good genetics and you say, come on with me.
Some women don't want to actually go through pregnancy.
Well, yeah, that's a
So
whole
why
other
would
thing,
you want
though.
semen?
Yeah.
Because you take some semen and an egg and you ship it somewhere and they send you back a kid.
Oh, that's so much work.
Yeah.
Again.
Less work.
Yeah.
You probably did it the old-fashioned way.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Won't it be great when one of these days they make those little incubators and everybody's babies are
Like
just
a
born like
microwave.
that?
I
Yeah.
can't wait till men can carry
Yeah.
and birth a kid.
Well, they can
Can't
do
wait.
womb.
I'm not giving up my figure.
No, they can take my womb and stick it in your body because they're doing it for transsexuals, and so a man
Wait, they're
can
putting a
possibly.
whole womb?
Yes, they're taking wombs out of females and sticking them in genders,
Okay.
and so that they can
Really?
possibly have babies. Yeah,
I mean, will they have periods too?
I don't know. I just know that
That's wild.
they've done womb implants woman to woman.
Uh-huh.
And it was successful.
have I been? I didn't even know this shit was going on.
They did like
Neither.
somebody's grandmother, a woman's grandmother gave her womb to her granddaughter, and the granddaughter was able to have a baby. So if they're
That's
able to do that
crazy.
shit, then those days are coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
to where
If
men
that happens,
will
I'm
be
knocking up
having
as
babies.
many guys as I can.
Men will be having babies.
Get
This
them
is
all.
like our resident scientist.
The question is, will they just arrange it to where it comes out the asshole, or will they chop the dick off and try to make it come out the
I
vagina?
hope so.
Now we're
I want to be there for pre-op.
this woman is now coming up like the goriest horror movie.
Hey, if the
Just
hole
in time
already
for
exists
Halloween.
and you're just taking a womb and you're sticking it into
You know,
another
that's right,
body.
because it feels like it's ripping
Right.
your entire
Right,
body.
and the hole
You're giving
already
birth.
exists, right? The hole already exists. Then just create the other. You could take the tube even and create the tube.
I want to make it come out their pee-pee hole.
as opposed to
Your urethra,
right,
that's where
as
you're
opposed
birthing.
to
I'm
trying to
telling
create
ya.
another hole, which the only
Now
other
that's
hole.
Just use the hole
entertainment.
that's already. Can you tell she's a dominatrix?
And then after you give birth, we're going to go on a cruise.
Why is this show on after 10 p.m.? I have no idea. I mean, I can pick whatever time slot it seems appropriate. So.
Don't worry, honey.
Sharks.
They follow the show.
The
Okay.
remainder of the body just sinks to the ocean floor.
And then they
Down where all
discover
the
you
glowing.
With all the glowy amoebas. Eat it.
All right.
I know you love having us on the show.
I
Thank
do.
you so much.
I do. Ah. Buried alive.
Oh, yeah, that's
Lord.
totally happened before.
Oh no. Ooh.
That's totally happened
I hate
before. I
those
saw it on
stories.
2020.
Those things happen. Yeah,
There's-
that shit can happen.
All right. Guy seems to die. Family buries him.
Without
Realizes
autopsy.
that they left. No, well, no,
Or
yeah,
without-
without the autopsy. Realizes that they left him with some expensive jewelry. They wrestle with their conscience, but they're not wealthy people. So, no, extraordinary wealthy people. So they have him dug up, and they find claw marks on the inside of his coffin and beat up bloody hands on the now dead man.
Yep. No, it's possible. During the Middle Ages, there were like specially designed coffins and shit. Because a lot of times people would go into comas or be unconscious, and people would thought they were dead and would bury them. And then there were coffins made with bells, so that if you were buried and you came alive,
because you can hear a bell 6 feet under.
6 feet under, absolutely.
Yeah.
No. It was
Ding,
at the
ding,
top.
ding, ding.
So there was a string, and so if he was still alive, and there would be people that would go around the graveyards listening for the bells and
people walk around clipping string.
I can hear bells.
Either that, or they would dig up the bodies and take the organs and the bodies to the medical school.
So you're saying yes?
Yes. I'm saying yes, it can happen.
I think that totally could happen.
I think it could happen, but I don't know if it did this way.
It has happened.
Yep.
And William Tebb, in fact, wrote a book compiling instances. 219 cases of near premature burial and 149 of actual premature burial.
Yep.
Okay, so how, like, are you just like sort of
And those
close
are only the
to
ones
dead, and they're like, dude, he's dead, bury him.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, like, he hasn't breathed in like 2
and
minutes.
these are only the ones that they caught. So imagine how
Yeah.
many were
Exactly.
buried that they don't know about.
Well, back before a lot of, I don't think it's happened in the modern world.
It's happened in the modern world. I read a story about a guy who they were going to do an autopsy and he woke up.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Hell
God!
no.
I think I would have a freaking heart attack.
Oh my God!
I would just die right
Well,
there.
you're already in a operating room, so your timing would be good.
No, that can happen sometimes. Like some
You know,
of those
they
frozen
say-
bodies come back alive
And
too.
they say sometimes they sit up
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That's
bodies
crazy.
do.
Like, because the gases is. Oh,
But
no.
I think you know that there are certain things that appear as though a person is dead.
I would have to
like
do a lot of
pufferfish
drugs
and
to
stuff
work
like
in
that.
a funeral
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
I think we're winding
Yeah.
down, and I want to give you guys a chance to speak about what you're doing that we can actually say on television. Tim, your cabaret show is coming up.
I have my cabaret show. I don't know
It's a
if
great
it'll-
cabaret show.
Thank you. October 7th and October 15th at Don't Tell Mamas here in New York City. And then I'm going to be going to North Carolina for a month, and we're shooting my first starring role in a film, an independent feature film called, a musical called Junk. Yay! And you can find me on Tim Moss, TYMMOSS, on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere.
If you want to get to see Tim's junk,
Yeah.
it'll be displayed in a feature film.
Yes.
No, but you're keeping your clothes on in this
Yes, I am.
Thank God. Okay. Lola, what's
Yes.
up? What's up
So
with you?
I always have a ton of stuff going on. Actually, we're doing our big Vampire Empire party, which is going to be in Brooklyn this year, which is going to be October 21st. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'll be in Mexico soon teaching again, and Jamaica as well.
Okay, you
Finally, Jamaica.
you end up in.
Finally, Jamaica! Right? Finally!
We've been trying to get you there all show.
Yes.
So let us know if any kind of weird stuff goes on that we can, turn in.
Where, in Jamaica?
Come up with your own urban legend, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, the Jamaican toothbrush.
Jamaican toothbrush.
I'll try to squeeze this in quickly.
Okay.
Couple goes on vacation. The house gets robbed. I was on this list.
Okay.
The house gets robbed. The hotel room gets robbed. They come back. They find all their valuables missing, but they left the cheap disposable camera and their toothbrushes were left behind. So they do what they got to do. When they get home, they develop the film and they find pictures of these local guys with the toothbrush up their butt waving to the camera. Contact me, AndyFChoy@AOL.com. Not for my toothbrush, that's already spoken for. My Facebook events page, AndyChoiceTastingNYC.com. My Halloween party, the 27th, the 235th, the Top Rooftop Club in New York, starting at 6 o'clock. But contact me, AndyFChoy@AOL.com. I will give you all kinds of valuable information. And subscribe to our YouTube page, YouTube channel, whatever the hell they call it, The Andy Choi Show. It's been great seeing you and you, but for now, we are going.